All right. Sorry about the delay, everyone. There were some technical difficulties on both ends. But hey there, Harley here with HD Cards and Collectibles, and today we are here with a very special guest, the credibility check shillionaire himself, Brian with PokeNE.
What's up, guys? How's it going? Thanks for having me on the channel, man. It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. For those of you who haven't heard Brian's story, I'm just going to give a very quick high level overview. Brian was an eBay flipper and serial entrepreneur who had a day job as a realtor. Then he became the Pokemon business mogul that we know him as today. He started out flipping Charizard Grand Prix cards, then moved into Japanese. And he was featured on Vice with his wife in his first year of business. And
Fun.
just in that first year, they went on to do over $1 million in sales, which is crazy for a first year of any business.
That's quite a summary. Yeah, the Vice one. That's a deep cut.
Yeah,
Deep cut indeed.
yeah, I've been following you for a while, probably since 3 or 5 thousand subs, I'd say.
Oh wow,
So,
you've been here a
so
hot minute then. Thank you. Damn.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Love the content, love the realness of everything. So that's fantastic. Um, but why don't we go ahead and kick things off with some rapid fire fluff questions, is what I'm calling them,
Okay,
just to
I'm
get us
down.
warmed up here. All right. So, what first exposed you to Pokemon?
Oh, what first exposed? This kid. I remember his name. Jared Brown. He was my best friend in kindergarten, Black Elk Elementary School. He, we were playing pretend because that's what you do in kindergarten. And he was like, "Hey, dude, do you want to see if we can find a Gengar?" I was like, "I don't know what that means." And then we hunted for Gengars on the playground for the remainder of recess. And then he explained the Pokemon was showing kids WB. I should watch it. I was like, okay. So I got home, had my mom turn it to channel 12, watched some kids WB, and yeah, I pretty much was hooked ever since.
That's awesome. Do you want to hunt for Gengars?
Yeah, we were hunting for gang. I don't know. I guess in kindergarten you that's what you do, I suppose. But then there was I don't. It got really big in my recess though. Like kindergarten, first grade went hard with Pokemon. There was like Pika Blue rumor where I think it was literally a Meryl. Like it was and like a postcard. It was just like maybe the second movie that was coming out had some Johto Pokemon or something. I don't know. But everyone called it Pika Blue, and there was all these playground rumors and all that nonsense. So yeah, I mean, I honestly I need to call up Jared and be like, "Yo, thanks for getting me to where I'm at." Because honestly, I don't know if I would have liked Pokemon without this kid.
That's a fair point. That's a really deep cut. You said kindergarten, was it?
Kindergarten, man, Black Elk Eagles.
All right, let's move on to the next one. What's your all-time favorite Pokemon?
Oh, I've got so many. Eevee, I think needs to be up there because that's my dog's name. So I was like, okay, I love her quite a bit. I have a
Obligatory.
Charizard and a Milotic tattooed on my arm, so obviously they're up there. It's pretty permanent.
Yeah.
Ampharos and Ice are definitely top two, and then Kabutops is my next tattoo. So any one of those on a different day, I'd say.
Gotcha. Next question. Favorite generation of Pokemon? I know that this can be pretty contentious.
Oof, I'm really bad at rapid fire questions. Favorite generation? Probably it has to be Diamond, Pearl, Platinum, the Sinnoh region, because that's where I ultimately met like my best of best friends. We were at the lunch line at school, St. Stephen's private school. We were talking about Pokemon in the lunch line, and we ended up hanging out after that. And they slept over for like 3 nights in a row. We were playing Diamond Pearl all night. So I'm 32 now, and this was when I was like 12. So yeah, I got to thank Diamond Pearl for my best friends. Like we're
Yeah.
still see each other twice a week. We have Smash Bros Day on Monday, and it's been great.
Oh, that's legit. Yeah. I would assume Smash Brothers Ultimate for the Switch.
Yes, sir. Got Villager, Isabel. Those are my mains, but I'll throw a Pokemon. I'll throw Lucario up just for the brand once in a while.
I'm a K Rule and Incineroar and DK degenerate, so
Okay, I'm pretty much horrible with all three of those. I did K roll for a little bit. My buddy was training for he's a doctor, he's a radiologist, like big job, make lots of
yeah,
money, lots of. But him and all the doctors at the campus play Smash, and they had an actual tournament with like actual prizes. And so he was preparing for the tournament. One of his competitors was going to be King K. Rool. So we literally trained like 14 hours in a week on just K. Rool against him. He won the
that's
tournament.
crazy.
He's the number one doctor in Nebraska for Smash. So I'm proud of him. Crazy.
That
Doctors
that
used to golf. Now they play Smash. It's crazy.
yeah, that's some bragging rights right there.
Oh yeah. He's more proud of that than his freaking his salary. It's crazy.
Next question. Favorite TCG gimmick, as in like megas, tag teams, Terra, that sort of thing.
Ooh, let's see. I like tag team quite a bit. I think that's probably an ice cold take. I feel like that's probably a lot of people, but it
Yeah,
adds some dynamicism to it. Back when that was a new thing, I don't feel like there was a whole lot of cards that had like multiple Pokemon featured on them. I mean, I'm sure there was, a good chunk, but now it seems like that's almost commonplace. But I feel like at the time it wasn't as overdone. So it was a little more exciting when there were like two or three mon on the same card. So I don't know.
yeah, that's
Stuck with me.
fair. Tag team are probably my favorite as well, even though I wasn't collecting at the time. It's just they're so cool, and I love the borders, like that yellow at the top and bottom right corner.
We did them at on Twitch. So like 4 years ago, I was doing live streams on Twitch full time, and that was probably the number one thing we opened. So I think that's probably where I kind of fell in love with it because I was out of the. I was always into the video games, but I was out of the TCG for quite some time. So I think Twitch probably got me in the tag team life.
Yeah, probably same in regards to like the video game thing. Like I've always played the Pokemon games. Not all of them like upon release, but at least like years later. And speaking of that, that brings us to our last rapid fire question. If you could only
Okay.
have one anime, TCG, or games for
Oh, the
Pokemon.
games for sure. The game. Well, I mean, okay. Well, hold up. That's my whole livelihood. Shit. I guess I guess barring on the fact that I would be out of a job, I suppose I'd have to keep the TCG. But for if I was rich and retired, it'd be the games. I love the games, man.
Respect that take.
Yeah, I was like, hold up, I can't lose it. I can't lose my job over this.
All right. Now let's get into some like beginner friendly business questions. Um, do you think it's still possible, and I don't think you've ever preached it as something people should do, but something that people could do is start a Pokemon business?
Yeah. Oh, I think so. I think any time is a horrible time and a great time because especially now with how people are and how the internet is, there's never any middle ground, which sounds wild, but it's true. It's either people don't care about the new sets and everything sucks and everything's mid, and then there's a ton of surplus and no one likes it, or it's like everyone wants everything and then there's no inventory at all. So you basically have those two to pick from. And I think there's probably, depending on your situation, there's probably a better chance of success with like A or B. Like if you have a lot of money, now might be an easier time because stuff's expensive to start. But if you have a lot of time, on the slower time, maybe that would be a good opportunity to build a brand on YouTube and Instagram first. So
Yeah.
it's always a good time and a bad time, but it's 100% possible. I mean, people people think what I do is like impressive because like the sales are high. But you got to remember that I and all my competition, we are literally riding the coattails of a $160 billion empire. All we need to
Yeah.
do is sell a percent of 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 their stuff, and we can make like $1 million a year. So it's not like we're trying to sell, I don't know, rocks with eyeballs glued to them. Like it's not a hard thing to sell. Like they do all the work for you. We just talk about it. It's simple.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, it is like it's not like you're building a brand from
Right.
scratch. Like you're starting with Pokemon as like one giant brick to build off of.
Exactly. So like, I don't think there could really be a time where it's impossible. I see all these guys. I call them COVID card games because during COVID, everyone had their own TCG they were inventing,
Hmm.
and I think 99% of them failed. And no hate, because like trying to start a brand new IP, I think there is a good and a bad time for that.
Yeah.
Your own characters, lore, blah 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 blah. But Pokemon, anyone listening can start a business. Just don't do an LGS, please. Please, for the love of God, don't lease a building right now.
Yeah, my first question was actually going to be a callback to your December 2024 video where you
Mm,
said LGSs are going to close. I was going to lead with that, and then I saw your most recent video. Well, not most recent, but the video you just did on
I upload
LGSs.
a
I was like,
lot.
well, you just answered that, so I am not going to ask that question.
Oh, there's a lot of people that don't even watch my videos. So you ask whatever you had planned. I don't want to ruin your mojo. There's probably a ton of new people in here that have never even seen my channel. So this is great.
uh, you answered this next question already. If I know you don't do courses, you don't hide anything behind a paywall, you don't even offer people advice if they're willing to pay you. But hypothetically, if someone paid you for advice, what one piece of advice would you give them in regards to Pokemon business?
Uh, yeah, yeah. Well, it's true. I don't do anything money uh adjacent. I don't like that. But I think the number one piece of advice people need to listen to is just like slow the hell down. There are so many people that watch me and people much larger than me. They'll watch Rev. They'll be like, oh, well, all he's doing is opening cards. I know how to do that. Oh, Rev named that Pokemon wrong. He's not, he mispronounced an Alolan name. Like he's an idiot. I could do better than him. And so then they go and they open packs, and he's not doing anything complex. He's not doing anything special. He sets up two cameras and he opens cards. Big deal. But he built the brand. And so I think that's where a lot of people think they can just kind of like, if they do what we do, then they're going to be there. And it's like, no, take your time, slow the hell down, and don't spend too much. That's the number one. Don't invest a bunch of money in building a brand, because you don't need to invest a dollar. Everyone's like, oh, there's no such thing as a business without startup. Yes, there is. Yes, there is. It's using your phone, making YouTube videos, and not opening shit. Don't open things. Don't buy things. Don't testing out the 1-star card shops in my city and buying PokeRev mystery pack. Don't do any of that. My number one piece of advice would be save your money, make a brand. You see all these people. I mean, freaking Opossum Butt I always shout out, because he's got probably like the lowest quality setup ever. Like it's a
Yeah.
crappy microphone on a piece of string, and nothing he does is complex at all. He literally just shares his opinion, and I've said it to him straight to his face. He doesn't do anything at all. He just talks, and
Yeah.
and he's got like 30,000 subs, and he's not a business guy. But if he was, he could start a business that would compete with mine, because he's got a brand. So just slow down and don't spend money. You don't need it.
Yeah, I when I started my Pokemon business, anyone who's seen my channel knows that, that's what I'm doing here and why Brian is on the channel. I mainly started with selling my own collection. Uh, and then I bought a few collections at like decent percentages and flipped those before I ever started importing Japanese cards. And full disclosure, I am like floating a 0% business credit card to like cover things
Nice.
for like the larger orders, but I'm not going crazy and I'm not putting anything more on that credit card than I have like in cash ready to pay it off when that 0%'s over, because
Beautiful.
going like super into debt is just way scary.
Yeah, and I mean, and I should mention, like, for the record, we definitely leverage debt to scale. I think debt's great if you're responsible, like you said, and you have the cash to pay it off. If shit hits the fan, you're solid. But yeah, leveraging debt it's awesome if you don't go crazy. I went crazy. I did it very irresponsibly, but it worked out. But yeah, leveraging debt, it's powerful. It's a good tool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely what I've heard is treat it like a chainsaw. It's a good tool but very dangerous.
Yeah,
Um
that's a good way to put it.
what are some mistakes that you see just about every new Pokemon business make, other than like the over leveraging or buying too much or opening that we've already covered?
Yeah, well, all of those for sure. I think a lot of folks, I know this is kind of buying everything, but a lot of folks start out when a new set is out, like Destined Rivals, for example, and they think, oh, this is the new thing. I need to buy a million cases of these. And this isn't really as much of a problem now because like you can't buy anything anyway. Like there's no distributors, there's no product on the shelves. But in general, people like with Japanese stuff, the new black and white set coming out. There's a lot of stores who are going to be starting out right now, a lot of online businesses, and they're going to be like, "Oh, black and white, that's the new hot thing. I'm going to buy 40 cases of it because it's hot." And they don't have anyone to sell it to. And then by the time they even get a dent made in those 40 cases, the next set's out, the Mega Evolution set. And so then what they'll
Yeah.
do is they'll either be out of money and then they're screwed and they'll try to sell black and white, which, as you know, no one gives a shit about a set when the next set's revealed. Like everything just ends. Destined
Yeah.
Rivals, who? Like nobody cares about Destined Rivals anymore. Journey Together, who? What? So that they'll go too hard on the new hot thing before they build an audience that they can sell to or rip and ship or whatever to. And what they need to do is just start again, very, very small. That's what you need to do, because if you spend all your money on like the current hot thing, you won't be able to buy the next hot thing. And so
Yeah.
go small, grow small. Uh, for a different mistake I see a lot, it's just a lack of content. You'll get these people who want to start like a business and a brand, and all they do is like, I don't know, open a pack, and all you see is their hands. They'll like Kesha in the background. Zero people have Kesha in the book. Kesha came to my mind, and it's like, well, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Like, what's he? It's just a card pack, you know. Pat Flynn, he's got the whole should I open or should I keep it sealed? That's a brand. That is a brandable thing.
Yeah.
He's probably got that trademarked. But a lot of folks try to kind of emulate that, but they don't have the brand element, so no one knows who the hell they are. And now card packs are so goddamn expensive that every time you open a Fusion Strike pack, it's like $8, and like 27 people see it, you get 14 likes, and it's like nothing got accomplished. So
Yeah.
build your brand and do it for free. It all comes back to starting for free. That's every answer I'm going to say is going to come back to that.
Yeah. I and that's a good soapbox to stand on, I guess.
Yeah,
Um,
I'll say it
I
every time. I don't care how repetitive I get.
I definitely fell into the lack of content
Mm.
mistake. Um, there was like a bunch of personal stuff going on, and I'm sure you've never seen one of my videos, but in one of them I talk about that I also have bipolar 2.
Oh,
Um,
nice. Maybe is
so
that how I found you?
uh,
I don't know why we're even talking right now. I have no idea how I came across you.
well, my first interaction with you, like that wasn't super parasocial, was some guy sent out a spam email, and then I sent you a heads up because you were on that
That
site as
guy.
well as me. And
Yes.
then only when you replied all did I realize he had us all CC'd on it instead of BCC'd, and I was like, oh jeez.
Wow. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, I realized I was like, oh, this guy seems super cool. I'm like, I don't know where we really met, but I guess I'm gonna be doing a video. But yeah, okay, cool. That makes sense.
But yeah, all that to say, like the bipolar stuff got in the way, and then I kind of just like fell off and like took a major step back from the business for like 2.5 months. And this is like me now getting like back into it with a better schedule because I was putting like every free second I had into the business pretty much, and now I have it to where I'm limiting it to like 15 hours a week.
Okay,
Because
limiting's good. Yeah, bipolar too. It's a superpower and an absolute just devastating blow. My business would be completely shuttered multiple times. Because for the folks at home, bipolar 2, it's not as bad as bipolar 1. You're not like doing anything too zany, but you're either like asleep on the couch for 5 to 10 days straight, or you're up all night for like 3 hours of sleep's all you need, and you're up for weeks. It's kind of like being on meth.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's what I've been told.
And
Um,
that manic is just something else. Like if I could hold
oh
on
yeah,
to that and just like get rid of all everything else, it'd be awesome.
that's the thing. The mania is a superpower because you don't need to sleep and you can be. It's hyper creativity, and so you'll work your ass off there, and then you hit that depression phase, and then it's all just done. Completely reverses it. So Andrea, my wife, she ran the company like every third week for months until I figured my crap out, and now I'm good. But you'll see the mania kick in when I start uploading like 3 videos in one day. I don't space them out. I just like creative, 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 creative. It's a great way to build a business, but get your stuff looked at so you can keep the business without relying on your wife who has a full
Yeah.
time job already.
Yeah, I I am medicated luckily. So there's that's a
Yeah,
plus. It's just like staying on top of that's the thing. Um
yeah. What you got to do is you got to get a big pill container, like those little Monday through Friday, whatever, and you got to get big enough to not only fit like the lamotrigine or whatever you're on, but also fit an Oreo. And then you'll be motivated to.
yeah.
It's Pavlov's dog vibes. So I get my one double stuffed Oreo every day. If I take my pill, it's great. It keeps me nice and stable.
Yeah, that's
Fun
definitely
tip.
some that's
Fun
definitely
tip for
some
the mentally
Pavlov
ill at
stuff.
home. That's right. The mentally ill at home. Fun tip for you. Put an Oreo in your pill box. That is pharmaceutical advice.
That's fantastic. Um let me see here. What opportunities do you still think exist for new Pokemon business owners or just Pokemon business owners in general?
Can't stress it enough. Content, the algorithm. These people don't know. How long have you been on YouTube?
Just since February, so not very long. I have like 9
Okay,
videos
so
in total.
okay, so you might not know. Most people don't know this. They think that when I upload a video and it gets 20,000 views, they think, oh, well, that's because PokeNE's big or he's a big deal or whatever. No, no. This is the result of algorithms doing algorithmic things. This that we're in right now is not typical. This is as strange as the bull market in Pokemon. At some point, things will shift and we'll go back to normal, and you will see my videos getting 5,000 views, videos from you at your current subscriber growth getting 200 views, videos from Rev getting 60,000 views. This is going to happen, and it's going to happen faster than you want to admit or you think will happen. If you're not taking advantage of the algorithm right now, you are missing out on literally a career. Because if you
Yeah.
can build an audience now when things do slow down, both algorithmically and business market wise, you'll be set if you start now. People think it's hard to grow their YouTube channel today, and it is. I'm not gonna like say, oh yeah, you guys suck, you guys should be famous. It is. It's way harder. This is a very, very strange time because I've been doing this for 5 years now, and I'm telling you, if you think you're doing badly on YouTube now, triple down on it because you're probably doing pretty okay. But do not give up and do not stall. The boom market on YouTube is going to end way faster than it does on the market. You guys don't understand. The algorithm is going to change, and you have no clue how easy you will have it. Anyone out there that wants to start a business, you are on easy mode right now. So turn the damn camera on. I promise you, it will end.
Yeah, I was gonna say I got a pretty good reception my very first video, like one subscriber, and then I think my first video had like 4,000 views, and I
Mm-hmm.
know just from anecdotally that that is not typical at all.
No, no, absolutely not. You can do it again and again and again. Like you could absolutely replicate that process, but in 2 months, maybe not. 6 months,
Yeah.
probably not. 1 year, definitely not. Like, yeah, we are not in. What do they always say now? This isn't social media anymore. We're in interest media. So the word social
Oh.
media is outdated. Now we're in interest media, where it doesn't matter how many people are in your social group, aka your subscriber list or your follower list. It matters what topic you're discussing because the algorithm's going to find your audience. Like anyone out there at home, like you're probably not subscribed to I don't know, urban explorers or something, but you see some cool kids exploring an abandoned mall one day on your feed and you're like, oh, this is cool shit. You watch one video and then you get all these abandoned mall exploration videos. You haven't subscribed to any of them, but that's what you're seeing. That's
Yeah.
what's going on now. Interest media, and if you don't take advantage of it, you're gonna need to start exploring some abandoned malls for content, because Pokemon's not gonna do it for you.
Yeah, it definitely feels like one rabbit hole can screw up your whole
Mm-hmm.
algorithm on your YouTube account.
100%. You got to go incognito mode if you're doing anything weird. Like, you want to explore the mukbang side of YouTube or the ASMR side,
Oh man.
incognito mode. It'll ruin your algorithm otherwise.
Yeah. Mukbang is not something I can get behind. It's just it's an
You
ick.
said it out loud. You're screwed now. It heard you. You're gonna get at least one suggested video.
Big Daddy Google's coming for me.
That's right. That's right. Be ready. But in all honesty, though, like that level of, like, I'm sure of that 100%. You will have one on your homepage now, and like it's annoying when you're just a person, but if you're a creator, like, take advantage of that, because you can
Yeah.
build a career just doing this. Like, we'll pull $4,000 a month making stupid YouTube videos. My
Yeah.
wife reviewed the black and white set. She doesn't even know what a Pokemon is, and that will contribute to my monthly earnings on YouTube. So even if you don't sell anything for your business, just talking about shit, you can pull $4,000 a month easy. And if you live in Omaha, Nebraska, that is more than enough. Trust.
Yeah, I'm in the Midwest, in Ohio, so 4 grand a month
Oh
is pretty decent as well.
yeah, it's all you need, literally.
Um, then I have a couple more questions for you before we take a quick break. Um, these are about your business. I know that in other videos you've stated your new goal is 10 million a year in revenue. Uh, would you like to continue growing past that, or is that like the cap for you? You think you don't want to get too big? Like, what's your opinion on that?
I always thought it was silly when people outside of Pokemon, just like business people in general, be like, no, I don't want to get past something. So I'm like, okay, you're either lazy or you're trying to look like not greedy. I don't know. I always thought they were full of shit, but no, 10 million would be the absolute limit, because after that, you need a lot more infrastructure that I wouldn't be willing to go forward with. Like, you would need a warehouse. You would need definitely more than 2 or 3 full-time employees at that point. I don't like to deal with people. You would need I'm out of family members. I got my brother and my cousin and my brother-in-law. Like, there's no other family members that would work for me, so I'm done. It's just like there's so much more things to worry about. And when you're hiring a full-time employee, say just round up to 50 grand a year and cost. It's like, okay, well, you get 3 full-time employees, that's 150 grand a year. It's like, if you're doing an extra 2 or 3 million in revenue with the way the shitty profit margins are right now, like, you're almost not really even netting after the increased employee salaries, after the increased logistics, the bigger building, the bigger warehouse, whatever. If you add up all of the added costs to get to 12 million or 14 million, it's like, well, you're basically breaking even for a while. Eventually it would scale upward, but by then I don't need any more money. I live in Nebraska. What am I going to do with $1 million? Like, come on. If I lived
Yeah,
in like Cali, maybe I'd change my tune, but 10 million in rev is way, way enough.
yeah, and that's a pretty decent sized small business doing $10 million in revenue too. And like you said, like
Yeah.
the margins, like after $150,000 in salaries, you might make an extra 20 grand in profit,
Yeah. For
maybe.
a lot of stress, if you're lucky, if you kept on going, yeah, it would go higher, but like, there's definitely a ceiling of is it worth it for my mental health. And I can
Yeah,
tell you, before I had my teacher wife's fancy insurance, like, mental health, that's just expensive. So I'm trying to
yeah.
keep it kosher. I was spending $900 a month on that. So
Oh
I'm
man.
not touching anything north of 10 mil. Too much revenue. For the record, I'm not near 10 million in revenue yet. We'll probably at 5, or we'll probably at 6 this year. So
Yeah.
six
So
million a
that's
year, great.
that's still like several years of growing then to hit 10.
Yeah, I mean, at the rate we're going, we'll probably hit it in 2027. be a $10 million a year, I guess. We'll see.
Gotcha.
We'll see how the market markets.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't bottom out.
Yeah, it could completely crash to just a devastating halt. Anything's possible.
Yeah. One more question here. I don't think I've heard you talk about this before. Do you have an end goal for your business? Like selling it, just closing it, sitting on the inventory and like trickling that out as you want capital? Like, what's the end goal? Or do you even have one?
I don't know. I was always kind of under the assumption I would sell it eventually, but I don't know what I'd do if I didn't work here. I'd probably be really bored and sad. So I don't know. I'd probably just keep going until I die. Would be
Fair.
ideal. I haven't really thought of it after I like had that epiphany, because I I retired for about 10 days once I hired my brother, and he had it all up and up. He has a lawn mowing company business, but in the springtime he wasn't mowing yet, so he was working here like 60 hours a week,
Oh
and
wow.
he was trained up to the point where I really didn't have to do much at all. So we have a we have like a cabin, we'll say, with a pool, and I literally just slept floating in the pool like all day for a week. I retired, and I realized like that was depressing as hell. I was bored as shit. So I came back and I did other stuff, and that's when it really hit me. I'm like, I don't think I could be happy without this business. So if I started a different business, I'd probably sell this one to probably one of my competitors, someone that I would know would take good care of it.
Yeah.
Um, but I would need to start something almost as big and definitely as time consuming, or I'd be bored as hell. Yeah,
That's
I don't know. We'll see.
that's fair. When it comes to retirement, it's always about what you're gonna retire to, not just what you're
Right.
retiring from. So like you
That's a good way to put it. I like that.
you do have plenty of time to get a plan in place, though. I have faith in you.
Thank you, thank you. I'm young, so I got time. Yeah, it's chill. Maybe I'll never sell it. Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, I hope to retire from my day job at 55. But I'm sure I'll have whatever going on. If my Pokemon business is still running, I'll have that or something else. I can't imagine not working, like you said.
Yeah, yeah. 10 days is about as long as I went without hating myself. I went to the gym still. Like I did things, but like God, dude, it's boring as hell. Like grass is not always greener, dude. I don't know. I see why old people golf and get drunk all day, because that's all you got.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. All right, well, on that note, let's go ahead and take a quick break. Um, I am going to go ahead and kick it over to our sponsor of this video, TC Guardian. So let's take it away. Hey there, Harley here with HD Cards and Collectibles, and I'm going to tell you about all the new and exciting things that the wonderful people over at TC Guardian are doing. They've upgraded to a thicker paper to add even more durability to their already sturdy protectors, without sacrificing paper quality, and while still maintaining a good balance of the amount of cards you can fit in each protector. Another great upgrade that they've made is that their seal protectors and their seal and stick protectors both feature an easier to peel gel tape. So now, large orders will be a breeze, especially for high volume sellers. Those changes alone are pretty great, but now they even offer blank protectors. They offer blank versions of the classic, sealed, seal and stick, and even top loader protectors, which will offer you more flexibility in how you pack, ship, and even brand your store. And the best part is that unlike others, TC Guardian offers their new blank protectors at the same great price as their legacy branded ones. And that fair price offers sellers freedom. So no logo, same great quality. Thank you, TC Guardian, for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to the interview. Yikes! I was muted that whole time. Anyways, I was just thanks for all the reactions. I was just saying, reacting to chat here, that someone was telling Brian to fix his hair. Someone else found my channel, and I appreciate you guys for that. Brian is back, so let's kick back to that view. All right, there we go. That was sure something. You can tell that I've never streamed before. Uh,
Sounded good to me.
thanks
I
again.
don't know.
Well,
Go and get on my end.
when I came back from the sponsor cutaway, I was muted. So me reading chat was useless.
Gotcha. I could hear you. It must be a tech deal. Yeah.
All right. Appreciate that. Let's get into a couple hot take questions.
Ooh.
Um, where do you personally draw the line between scalper and business owner? I know that the line is blurry as all get out nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's always just like a true business, in my opinion, has a consistent and reliable source of inventory. And that can be, if you're a vendor like me, it could be a major distributor. And if you're like a general rip and shipper, if it's obviously a gray area and it's very subjective, but like if you have
Yeah.
a list of 3 to 5 suppliers where you get your inventory every week or every couple weeks consistently with like an invoice, and you're not just like scrappy going to Walmart buying stuff here, rushing off to a convention buying some slabs, like if you're doing it in a scrappy way, not even unethical, just like scrappy, like to me it's more of kind of a hobby side hustle. If you've like
Yeah.
got, I think a business, I don't know, I haven't looked up the definition of a business, but I imagine the definition of business has the word like systems in it, like you need to have systems set up, and at that point, in my opinion, that's a legit business. We'll
Yeah,
see.
that's a fair take. I especially like the distinction you paid towards hobby flipper versus business, because I think there's a line there as well.
Mm-hmm.
Next hot take question. This one's pretty spicy.
Ooh.
Is MSRP well and truly dead at this point?
I mean, right now, yeah, clearly. I mean, GameStop's not even doing it. It's funny though how quickly people flip over things, because it was also not a thing 2 years ago when people bitched that some people sold Paldea Vol for $140. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the people on TCG Player were fire selling it at 110. Store owners were selling it for like 140, and they were like overpriced. So MSRP has never been a thing, ever.
Yeah.
It's not a thing because it's too low, but 2 years ago it wasn't a thing because that was outrageously high. Like the people that are calling for MSRP, it's never been a thing. There has never been a time where Pokemon cards, the market price and the MSRP matched. It's never happened. There's
Yeah.
always been a significant discrepancy one way or the other, and there always will be. So nothing's dead because nothing was ever a living. It's all MSRP has been arbitrary from the very start. It's just not in your favor this time around. Give it 6 months.
Yeah.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. That sounds like a quote on like an inspirational Instagram post. MSRP is not dead because it was never truly living.
It does sound like something, yeah, something you put up on your wall, like one of those like ghetto stickers. But yeah, I mean, I'm still convinced the Mega Evolution set, I think that's going to surprise a lot of people. I would
Yeah.
not be shocked if like the third, fourth, fifth Mega Evolution set, people will complain about MSRP because MSRP will be overpriced. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for people that sell MSRP to be scalpers. It's going to happen. I'm telling you, 6 months, some store is going to be selling MSRP and they will be marked as a scalper.
Yeah. Yeah, it's always a lot of times from both sides of the spectrum. It's whatever benefits that person at the time, which I
Yeah.
mean is fair.
Yeah, I mean, don't hate the player, hate the game. Like I don't credit. Like people can complain. I think that's, and people should. People have the right to do whatever they want. But let's not pretend MSRP ever existed because it never did.
Yeah. That's
No one ever
that.
bought at MSRP.
No, because back in 2023, I was getting when I was strictly collecting, I was getting like collection boxes and all sorts of things for like $3 a pack for English
Yeah,
stuff.
I
And
just shared Facebook Memories. Facebook Memories is the best thing that ever happened to the internet. I shared it on my Instagram story like 2 days ago. It was 1 year ago today, and I had Twilight Masquerade up for $110 on sale. I was like, Twilight Masquerade booster boxes. Was that MSRP? Like, no. That was further from MSRP than people are selling Destined Rivals compared to MSRP. Like,
yeah,
it's like the same distance. So, I don't know. The internet's funny.
yeah, yeah. The absolute difference or whatever it's called in math class.
Yeah, it's different sides of the number line.
uh, what's your opinion on Pokemon investing? And is there a difference between actually investing in Pokemon and like the investor bro stereotype?
I think Pokemon investing is brilliant. There's been plenty of just basic looking at math and determining it's better than I think almost every investment. I think Bitcoin beat it in the past 10 years or something, but barely. It was very close. And the maths. I mean, I think it's brilliant. I think anyone that doubts Pokemon card investing is either a hater or just uh, uneducated. They don't like, the average guy, the average person's like dad, like might think it's an irresponsible way to spend money. But and while he's got his investments in Tesla, it's like, okay, yeah, like, all right, like Pokemon is a lot more stable than Elon. That's all I'm gonna say. It's getting hot takes over here, but it's a 30-year-old company.
yeah.
Like people think, oh, they're toys. I'm like, okay, yeah, not most, a good chunk of the publicly traded companies rely on toys for their products. I mean, Hasbro is basically a toy company. I'm sure Mattel might be in the S&P. There's probably a bunch of them that are
Yeah.
like toys, but people pick on Pokemon because it's a kid's card game. It's like it's a kid's card game that's been around for 30 years, which is longer than almost any other company that I've been around. Like
Yeah.
in Omaha, like I think of my childhood, all these, stores I visited or like things I bought, like half the shit's gone. Like it's, EB Games was a thing. Radio Shack's basically gone. There's
Oh,
Toys R
yeah.
Us gone. Uh, Freaking Sierra Mist. What a loss. We lost Sierra Mist, the greatest pop in the world. That's gone. Like Playdays was a place in Omaha. Like all these places are gone. Pokemon's been around for 30 years. It's a real Tesla's not even 30 years old,
Yeah.
right? I mean, like major companies that these people invest in that they act like it's a more mature investment. Bitcoin's not 30.
No.
None of the companies who invest in Nvidia's probably not even 30. Nvidia's probably 20. Uh, if that,
Yeah.
like a lot of these companies that people just like tout as real investments, they're a fraction of the age. Show me the proof. As far
Yeah.
as like the investor bro stereotype, I mean, let's be honest, most investors right now, they're not investing, they're just buying shit in bulk and then flipping it. It's not investing. And then the people who think they're investors, the people that watch Nostalgianomics all day, uh, and think that they're going to become him, they'll spend their whole entire freaking paycheck for 3 months straight on Destined Rivals, realize, uh-oh, my car broke, I need to sell. They'll sell all of it. Even at break even, they're still losing 12% to TCG player fees. And so their investment lost them like 12 to 15% with a
Yeah.
bunch of effort and risk. So those people suck too at investing. So like there's very few people who are actually investing in Pokemon in a way that a real investor would invest in anything. And
Yeah.
I guarantee most of those people are not on YouTube. It's
No.
it's people that are not associating with us, I promise.
No, I've seen just like some stuff like floating around the internet, and it's just like rooms and rooms of
Mm-hmm.
cases and cases and cases of booster boxes with like probably millions of dollars of product that they're just sitting on with
Yeah,
no intention to ever move until it's like time for them to cash out. And then
exactly.
maybe they'll release a little bit of it.
Well, and it won't even be on the free market. You won't see any of those transactions. Like
Oh no, it'll be
these,
all back end deals.
uh huh, Yeah, it'll be all cash or crypto probably. Yeah, most sales that happen are not on TCG Player. Like that is not on eBay. Like y'all have no idea. You look at these Middle Eastern big investors, the people in Dubai, like they're buying 8-9 figures worth of this stuff.
Yeah.
The investors in Japan, I made a whole Yakuza video. Like the people that run the market are not selling stuff on their TCG Player. Like no, that's just not happening. Little guys like me are selling on PokeNE.com. The big fish, the fish that make Rudy look small, they're not playing with your little apps and your little websites. Like
Yeah.
those are investors. Those are the investors you don't hear about. It's like people, it's like the secret billionaires in America. It's Bill Gates and
Yeah.
Elon are not the richest people in the world. There
No.
are very bigger. They just the richest people that want to be known. They got the egos. So Pokemon investing, it's real, and it's getting people a lot richer than I think any YouTuber thinks or mentions. No one talks about this. It's weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I personally don't 100% buy into Pokemon investing.
Hmm.
I'm definitely like the traditional, but I view Pokemon investing as like as the same as like crypto or gold or any of those alternative investments. So I think it's like great to have in your like overall portfolio. And this is just my thoughts. But so I haven't gotten into Pokemon investing yet, but I do have a collection that's probably like 10% of my overall net worth.
Okay.
So
I think comparing it to like gold and stuff is fair. Crypto's too fake for me. I mean, there's like three that are worth a damn.
when I say crypto,
Here's
I really mean Bitcoin.
okay.
To be clear.
Bitcoin, I'm good with. I'm good with. Like if you have an asset class that can change by like 50% when some idiot tweets, that's not a real asset class. It's not. It's bullshit. So, but yeah, Bitcoin, I think that's a fair comparison personally. Gold, silver, fair comparison. But yeah, I don't know. I've seen. I know you said it's just Bitcoin, but I've seen other comparisons to crypto and NFTs, and I'm like, no.
NFTs is
If
a
some third
stretch.
NFTs is rough. The guy that compared it to NFTs was not in the Pokemon like community. He was a sneakerhead investor bro on doing
Mm,
like some course on YouTube, like outside of the Pokemon world. So of course his takes are going to be stupid, but I have heard that before, and I'm like, if some 14-year-old can pump something in 10 minutes, if Hawk to a girl can pump something in 10 minutes, then it's you can't compare it to Pokemon.
yeah.
So that's the NFT like grift. I don't know. That's a different world, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Since we're talking about money, I do have a couple money questions.
I
Uh,
love money.
how much of your net worth, like just a percentage, is tied up in Pokemon cards? If you had to take a guess.
Let's see. So it was a lot more. I liquidated a lot for a big project, but I would say, oof, too much. I saw it like 40%, about 40-45%. I'd say that's a lot. It's not. I don't recommend that. That's a lot.
That's, but you also have a business doing it, so I think that's excusable to an extent. So, or are you
Yeah,
not counting your business stock?
I'm not really counting it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I got a lot. I got a lot, man. Yeah, it's a lot. I wouldn't recommend my portfolio to the average person. So I'll give all the financial advice in the world. That's a piece that I will go. Probably don't copy me. Keep it 15%, 20% maybe. That sounds
Not
more
official financial advice for anyone
yeah,
watching.
not financial advice, but
Just
don't do what I'm doing. I really like risk, and I'm comfortable already. We're married. We've got a house that's covered. Like, if you don't have all your checks in balance, do not invest in Pokemon at all. Like, get your shit fixed first. That
yeah,
would be my advice.
yeah.
Get
The
out of
worst part
credit
is
card debt.
I was about to say that. I was gonna say the worst is people swimming in credit card debt investing in Pokemon.
Yeah, it's
Um,
wild.
do you have any retirement accounts? And like, you don't have to say what they are or anything, but just like yes, no, just curious. And do you have a retirement number? Like once you hit a certain
Hmm.
number, you're like, I'm good, I can quit whenever I want, or are you already there?
Yeah. So funny you said that. I actually, I've been talking to these guys. They do my payroll processing. It's called iSolved. It's a company, and they handle like payroll and they do all the stuff for my employees. And they have a 401k sister company, and it sets up 401ks for small
Mm.
businesses. So I literally just signed up for that this week. So I'm going to be putting like it's like 8% of my monthly paycheck into that, and
Oh,
then my
awesome.
employees can do the same. As of now, like we don't have much in a retirement account. Wife's a teacher, so she's got like a pension that's
Yeah.
building slowly. But I'm not too worried about retirement. Like right now, liquid cash is the most valuable asset to me because I'll still get offers from distributors, and if I don't
Yeah.
have liquid cash on me, I have to reject those offers. But down the line, I would like to have like 10 million in there.
Yeah.
That would be,
That's a
I think
fair
that'd be
number.
like, it's a fair number for living in Nebraska in a crazy economic time. I think 10 mils, perfect. And house is paid off. I don't want any mortgage.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Uh, let's get into some slightly personal questions. I'll start off with
Hmm.
an easy one. Do you use any hair product?
The $1 million question. Yeah. Honestly, it's this. I always said I'd do a hair product reveal at 100K subs. It's this like cheap $20 stuff from Amazon. Like, that's it.
Respect.
It's like Garnier Fructis for the shampoo, and then this cheap ass can of, it looks like red candle wax. I don't even know what it's called. I've been buying it for the past 2 years. Just go to Amazon's order page, $20. So my mom gave me the hair. It's not the product, I promise. There's no heavy investing in the hair product.
that's that's
Good
fair.
question.
Um, second question, since everyone always talks about how ripped you are, do you have a specific exercise routine or a split that you follow, like push pull legs or anything like that?
Oh my goodness. I've tried so hard to get on those. Like, here's a tip. Here's a hot take tip for anyone that's trying to get yoked. People like me who don't like to listen to authority, including myself, those those like schedules don't work. And I would go in and out of the gym every other 3 months. So I'd be like, I just didn't feel like it. The only workout that's ever been good for me for the past 2 years has been called Is It Available? That's what I named it. So you go to the gym, and if there's an open machine, you take that shit. And that's literally my plan. Some weeks I will do the calf machine every day of the week because I'm there at night and the calf machine's always open. Some
Yeah,
weeks I go during the day and it's always taken. So I'm like, oh shit, I guess I'm doing shoulders today. Literally any machine that's open, you just jump on it, you move around, switch it up, hour a day, 5 days a week. I've never had a system that's worked.
that's
Thank you for
crazy.
the nice compliment. I always skip leg day. That's what I've been saying for a long time. I do leg day now. I do the legs are becoming slightly more proportional to the biceps. It's just gonna take like a year, but I'm getting there.
Yeah, I used to do calisthenics hardcore in like late
Mm,
teens, early 20s. Now I am not in shape at all, but trying to get back to it. Um,
yeah, it's fun. I really need it. It's that bipolar shit.
yeah.
It gets the gym really helps it, and also get a weighted vest, 100 pounds, do pull ups all day with it. I have
Pull-ups
a
have
pull up
always
bar.
been my favorite.
Yeah, you got kind of the same frame as me. I feel like you could probably like whip yourself up pretty easily.
Yeah. In my
Yeah, pull
prime, I
ups are
used to
good.
do sets of muscle ups. There's no way in hell I could do
Oh
that
wow,
now.
I can butcher half of one,
Yeah.
and like I'll never get past that. What's up, Bryce? Bryce
Um.
says howdy.
Oh, say hi, Bryce. To chat, say hi, Bryce.
Chat says hi, Bryce.
Who am I saying howdy to?
This wonderful channel, HD Cards and Collectibles.
What's up, dude?
What's up?
The mic did pick you up. Yeah,
Oh,
just doing a little business talk. Talking money, good
Sounds
stuff.
fun.
Get an employee, you're less lonely.
One that talks Pokemon with you.
Yes, get an employee that knows
Yeah.
about Pokemon. There's another business tip. None of my other employees know about Pokemon. including my wife.
I saw that video, dude. Oh my gosh.
It's a good one. Yeah, my wife reviewed the black and white set yesterday. It was highly recommend you watch. It's great.
Yeah, it popped up on my my like homepage, so I'm gonna view that
Oh,
at some
nice.
point today.
Yeah, she'll appreciate it. Leave a nice comment.
Yeah, absolutely. What interest outside of Pokemon, Makoto Shinkai, and working out do you have?
You've done your research, my friend. Makoto Shinkai is the best, man. Well, I have a bearded dragon that I like quite a bit, so I like taking care of him. Walk our dogs. We got 3 dogs: Evie, Rose, and Mia. Mia is named after Miyazaki, for the Hayao Miyazaki fans out there. So walk them. Smash night with the boys every Monday. We play Smash for a couple hours. That's about it. I'm a pretty simple guy. We don't really do much. I used to run. I did marathons and stuff.
Oh,
I
that
effed up
sounds
my
awful.
knee, so it was. I don't know why I did it. I thought it was cool, and I realized it just sucked, and it's not even good for you. So I stopped.
Someone in chat wants to know if you're drinking coffee, and if so, what kind?
This is very much just water. I can't do coffee. It's disgusting to me. I'll go to Starbucks and get like the sugary caramel BS drink, but like coffee, there's no coffee. Starbucks does not sell coffee. They sell sugar and water. I'll drink that. This is just water though.
Yeah, I was going to make myself a coffee for this so I could flex my Pikachu mug, but I decided against it because I did not want to have to run to the bathroom 8 times during this interview.
That's valid. That's planning ahead. Good business mindset. Good focus.
Well, we're coming up on an hour now. I don't know if you have a hard stop or if you want to get in to the roast. I figure we could do one of 2 things for that. You could either ask me questions and respond to my answers, or I have like a little bit of a slideshow prepped. I did it last minute, so
Yeah. I let's check out the slideshow. I don't even. What am I roasting you on? A website?
I have like just notes about the business, a profit and loss statement, and then social media numbers. I can also
Okay.
pull up my website.
Yeah. I think that could be helpful to folks that want to build a site. I suck at building sites, but I'm really good at paying people to do it. I've learned. If you've been on my new website, it's much better than it was like 3 months ago. There's been upgrades. They were not from me.
I think your new site looks great. And
yeah, they did a good job. I can't take credit.
To be fair, I think my site is pretty decent, but I'm a graphic designer by day, so.
Oh, okay.
And I'm also biased to say that I think my own website's pretty decent. So this is
I think it'd be silly to not think that. Like, if you don't think your website's decent, then fix it. So yeah.
That's
a good take.
Let me share. All right, I'm sharing the screen and video as well as on the stream. So wherever you want to see it. TLDR about me: started collecting Pokemon in spring 2023. Started business in January 25. I used my personal collection to start the business. Bought a few collections to flip. Have been floating that 0% card. Started website in February 2025. Stepped back. Just got back into the business May. Trying to gain traction. I decided that in order for me to want to commit to selling shiny cardboard, I needed to have a bigger why. So now 5% of all profits from my website go to Nationwide Children's.
That's brilliant.
The reason for that is that my daughter was born with a heart defect, and they are the people that fixed her up. So,
wow, that's
that's
cool.
I would love for everyone to get the same caliber of care that we did.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Wow, good. I mean, not only is that wholesome as hell and practically helpful as well, but it's also it's a smart way to motivate you to stay focused and not take like those breaks in March, April. Like, keeps you motivated, because money doesn't motivate everybody, but money for a good cause, that definitely could.
Yeah, my wife she apparently overheard me about the mug and brought it down.
Hey, There it is.
I don't know if it'll focus.
Move it the other way. The slideshow's in the way. Like move it to your left.
Oh, I'm pointing it to the webcam. Here, I'll show it to you too.
Oh, there you go. Oh, I love that.
Yeah. It's an
that would have been a good
Amazon
flex.
find, obviously.
That's brilliant. Absolutely love it.
And then I have a much smaller goal for my first year than you accomplished. I just want to hit 25K in revenue by the end of the year. With doing it part-time,
Okay.
I think that's probably achievable. I actually just had my first big website purchase for like $1,700, which prompted Wix to send me that, "Hey, are you legit?" email. So then I have
That's
to
how you
sort
know you
that
made
out.
it. That's how you know you made it right there.
I
think the only thing I'd really roast on this is your goal is I think you need to double that, honestly.
Gotcha.
25K, that's if you hit 17 the other day, you need to double that.
Okay.
For sure. You got holiday coming up. We got the Mega Evolution block coming up. You've got a YouTube channel that you're consistently posting on now. As long as you don't take any more breaks, like 50K in revenue, that's what is that? So there's like 6 months left, right? Okay, so what?
Yeah.
50K divided by 6, 8,300 a month in revenue. I think if you really hustled, you could pull that off. I think for the first 2 months, it'd probably be pretty meh.
Yeah.
Maybe first 3 months, but like once holiday kicks in, if you like keep up with the content, I'd keep on getting people on your channel, like ask everybody. And if you keep up with that, I think that seems reasonable. 50K. If you want a good tip, for everyone watching, like not this one obviously because I'm already doing it, but if you have Wix, you said.
Yeah, Wix.
Yeah, I would make a coupon code. You know how to do that on there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd make a coupon code and name it like PokeNE stream or whatever, and give people some percent off or shipping or blah blah blah, and then send all your viewers to your site and use that coupon code. And then if like 5 people buy from you using that code, that's 5 people that now you send them a business card with their order with a review me or whatever, market it. But if you did that, if you got like Danny Phantom on here, Rev, CTR, freaking RoboSkill, you get all these people, Nostalgianomics. If you get like 15 relevant YouTubers on here and you have a coupon code for each one of them, that would get you pretty far, for sure.
Yeah, 50K might be easy to hit if I were to accomplish all of that.
Oh, it's not hard. People are pretty chill. You'd be surprised. Like that, I don't know a lot of big creators who are like, no, you're too tiny. I'm not getting on your channel. Like, I mean, how many subscribers you got?
600. Just passed that like a few days ago.
Great. Like, so you got less than 1,000. I don't give a shit. No one else will either. Like, for the most part, people don't care. The only thing people like in my position would care about is like, do you upload? Or is it like this is your first upload ever and you're just trying to like use like the name to get growth fast? Like I would guess if anyone is in my position and sees, oh yeah, he makes videos every couple days, like sure, just invite him. Just get on Instagram and DM people.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll follow up on that. I'll do that.
Yeah, and make a coupon code for everyone, and then you get a guaranteed 5 people per stream. You do 10 streams, that's 50 people. Half of them will come back for a second purchase. You're set.
And shameless plug, speaking of coupon codes, if you use code BW100, that's black white 100, you can get the new Japanese black and white pre-orders for $99.95 on hdcollectibles.com. Sorry, Brian, probably should have cut you off the camera feed there.
It's all good. I love it. Yeah, the coupon codes are the most powerful thing. On the stream with when you get like Rev on here or whoever, put it somewhere on the screen, like on OBS, so it's always there.
Oh yeah, that's a good tip.
Like from start to finish, because people come and go this whole damn time. So keep it up there visible, or a QR code. because
Oh
people
yeah,
watch it on TV. A lot of people watch this shit on TV. So QR code on the top right, easy.
magnificent. All right, let's move on to the P&L statement. There's a lot of red, obviously.
There is a lot of red. That's okay. You're new.
Yeah.
What's the
So
red from?
it's all of the like entries I have like really small so that I'm not showing all of my business right now. But it's from like starting up the website and buying boxes. Like that's most
Hmm.
the January would have been like the website and shipping supplies for TCG Player and eBay. Then February would
Okay.
have been like boxes and like shipping boxes and Japanese boxes to sell.
Hmm.
March I didn't buy anything, so that's why it was positive. I just sold stuff and
Ah,
didn't
very
buy
good.
anything.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think that looks about right. I mean, leveraging debt's good. It's good that you're getting shipping stuff taken care of now, because if you did somehow get like a big surge of sales and you're like, oh shit, I don't have anything to pack these in, that is a very stressful feeling. I still do it.
Yeah.
We sold the Prismatic Evolution SPCs. They're very
Mm,
long,
yeah.
and I didn't have my boxes in from Uline yet, so I had a whole pallet of these, and I was like, what the fuck am I going to pack these in? It worked out, but it was extremely stressful. Have your boxes before you start selling. I think that's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, the best part about not making any money in a year is not having to pay income tax, because
Yeah.
income tax on zero income is zero. So, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about the red as long as you're not going into actual debt. Who cares? I mean, get a $0 profit for your first year as long as you're building a brand.
Yeah.
Profit year two.
Yeah.
I try to lower my profit as much as possible per year, just so I don't pay income tax. Kick the can, you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, I get that. I had a small graphic design business that I did on the side for a little bit, and I pretty much did that same thing.
Yeah,
I only had it for a couple years, and it was like moderately successful, but I didn't want to do the foot traffic of landing new clients all the time. So,
mm,
and then my daughter was just born, so I was like, maybe now's a good time to close this chapter. And then
that's fair.
when she was about a year old, I was like, I'm gonna start a Pokemon business.
It's a crazy world to get into, crazy time. But yeah, I mean, so you know all about the game, then. Yeah, I'm gonna try to kick the can until I die, ideally.
Absolutely. Leave it for your estate to deal with.
Yeah, dude. I mean, 100%. Like, if you're doing less than 26 million a year in revenue, you can do what is it? Accrual, not accrual, cash based accounting.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Once you get north of 26 mil, you got to do accrual. It's a little more complicated. So
Yeah, I'm
standard
cash based
26
all the
mil.
way.
Yep. Kick the can when you die, then leave your middle finger up for the government. That'd be great. So yeah,
uh,
I don't see any problem with the red. That's great.
Now we're onto the social accounts. Everything's very small, especially outside of YouTube, because
Hmm.
I just don't post, and that's just like the beginning and end of it is I don't post enough outside of YouTube.
Yeah, I was easy fix. I mean, uh, 607 subs. You'll be surprised if you can get to 1,000. You'll be very surprised with how fast it grows from there. I think it might be built into YouTube's like back end, but once it's a snowball effect, and I think it's
Yeah,
a lot more than just, oh, you have more videos, therefore more videos. I think it's an actual real thing where they kind of bump you up a level when you get to 1,000. It's like a very real number. So I think you'll grow quite quickly if you can hit that. Um, but yeah, if I were you, I'd be posting a video daily, literally.
yeah. I uh I can't quite manage that on YouTube just because of the effort that goes into a YouTube video. I have like scaled back on my editing because some of my earlier videos were pretty embellished with like the edits just to
Yeah,
try and
edits
like
suck.
make a splash and like get some eyeballs. But now it's like I do not have time for that. So everything's much simpler.
Yeah, no, edits I think are the worst thing that a YouTuber can do, to be honest. I think edits ruin your channel, because if you look at like the most successful creators right now in the Pokemon world, granted, uh, almost none of them edit anything. Like the hyper ones, like Rev, like he doesn't edit either. He has people for that. But just like the general people, like look at me, Nostalgianomics, Opossum Bud, freaking Twice Baked Jake, like a lot of them, like for the most part, they just talk. Danny Phantom, his videos suck. Like he doesn't edit at all. It's his charm. It's his charm and his knowledge that get him where he's at. But like the video like itself, there's nothing special. Because the reason edits ruin your YouTube video is because, just like you said, the effort is too high, and then you're like, oh, I have to dedicate. That's a 4-hour project. I'm not going to do that. When if you just said F edits and you went, oh, cool, 40 minutes, boom, you could do 5 times the amount of videos without editing. I don't edit anything. I cut out coughs and like long pauses. That's literally all I cut out. Now, me and my wife's video yesterday, I edited a lot because that was fun. That was a hobby edit. You'll see that and be like, what the hell does he mean? Don't edit your videos. Just put a camera up and talk. Literally, that's it. You can pump out 5 times the content and no one will give a shit. Half the people don't even watch me. They just listen on their phone, like while they're driving or lifting or whatever. Like, nobody cares.
That's fair.
There's the roast. No one gives a shit. I promise you. Nobody cares. If you want proof, list out your favorite Pokemon YouTubers and tell me if editing changes your opinion on any of them.
Danny Phantom's definitely up there, so that's like a counter argument against editing.
Right.
And then I watch a lot of your content. Who else? I watch PokePair. They're like an opening channel.
Yep.
And then that's probably it for the most part. I don't watch a ton of Pokemon content. I like oscillate between like Pokemon content, financial content, and then like business content. So there's like probably 3 or 4 creators in each space that I watch.
Well, CCR, he's another one. His videos suck too. He's just charming and people love him. Like, Cool Trainer Ryan, no edits, nothing. I mean, his live streams look very nice, but like nothing fancy. It's just him, and he does it perfect. Like, do what all of them are doing. Do you watch Alex Hormozy? If you watch business content, okay, so he edits a lot, quite a bit now. I don't think it's increased the value at all. Yeah,
he used to be in a closet.
Yeah, and I don't. Do you even watch? I mean, I play it when I'm doing orders. I just have them in the background.
Yeah,
and like now there's all these little sound effects and graphic. Like I don't give a shit about that. Gary Vaynerchuk too. Like the best ones are where he's just talking on a shitty webcam. Graham Stephan, I mean, he edits, I guess, but like for the most part, he's just talking. Like, stop editing. You'll do great. I promise. You'll get to 1,000 subs faster than ever before if you stop editing. Promise.
Gotcha. And then I don't know how to kick over to the. Let me. Oh, there it is. It won't show the whole screen though. I can't show you my banner. Huh. Weird. But anyways, this is the pre-orders. It's just the. Let me.
Are you on your website?
Yeah. Since you
I can
brought that.
I can look on here.
Yeah, I'll pull it up so that there's something on screen, and then you could pull it up on your phone or whatever.
I think. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I think your website's on the bottom of your email.
Yeah.
Oh, I looked at your website already. I really like it. It looks very nice.
Oh, thank you.
I was like, oh shit. Oh yeah, I was like, damn, it looks way better than mine did. I love my new one. They did a real good job. Apparently, it costs a lot of money. So.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was quite a package. What you're okay? You were a graphic designer. What would you guess like a brand new, straight from the bottom e-commerce site would cost?
To have someone do it,
mobile and PC.
Did they build it on Wix, right?
Wix Studio, yeah. So like the fancier version.
I would guess like no more than $5,000.
Yeah, so it comes with like a year of basically doing whatever I want, but it was
Oh, okay.
I can't say the amount, but it was a lot more than 5K, and I was like, oh damn. So yeah, so I'm happy with it. I didn't have to pay it, luckily.
Yeah.
I think your website's gorgeous though. It's clean and it doesn't look sketchy, and that's the number one thing. You don't want to look sketchy.
Yeah, that was my goal. Was like, do not look like some random person just put up a website. And for everyone watching the live stream, this GIF of Eevee popping out of the Pokeball, I hand animated that, so that was pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah, it took
Oh
me
wow.
more than a couple hours to figure it out.
I don't doubt it. It's very wholesome. Huh. Yeah, no, I really like it. It's it's clean. Like I said, it's just very simple. And then the about the our story on the bottom, I was like, oh yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, that I borrowed that from you, obviously.
It looks very familiar. I appreciate that. Yeah, that to me, that's the number one thing. It's like, hey, here's the guy behind the website. Like, here's who you're buying from. It's to me, it's vital.
Yeah, and speaking of that, here, let me pull up I just made an About Us page. And of course, the way everything's set up, you can't see it.
I can see it on my end, so as long as your people can see it.
Yeah, at the top, there's a picture of me, and then it goes into the story of why we give a percentage of profits away to Nationwide. So
yeah, that's really dope. I love that. Yeah, I love that. Again, very clean too.
I just saw
we are online only. It's important.
Yeah.
The bottom. We are online only. Everyone needs that disclaimer. There are so many people that are like, "Where are you?" They'll go to my PO box, think it's a store. I'm like, dude, we're not a store.
Yeah.
Like, please don't try to find me.
I saw someone in chat comment PTCG Radio. I do watch his content on occasion. He covers like releases and news and stuff.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I think his editing's pretty mid too. Like, it's just personality and content, knowledge.
Well, Brian, it's been over an hour at this point. I appreciate you hopping on. I'm cool to just chat if you are, but if you've got better places to be, we can go ahead and end the stream.
Oh, I don't have better places to be, but I've got to go to the Verizon store, so that's something. Got to get phone disasters. So I got to do that, and what else do I got to do today? We got to make a YouTube video.
Are you?
Got to go to UPS. I have shit to do.
I was gonna say, are you?
I'd rather do this.
Something with Trainer Gallery.
Trainer Gallery. What do you mean?
I thought. Never mind. I'll shoot you an email about it.
It's just the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. I'm talking to Vert on Instagram. I'm just like Shiny Vert. Yeah. No, Trainer Gallery. Yeah. I'm gonna be on that. That's today at I think 8 p.m. Central Time.
Oh wow. Okay. I have to tune in for that. Is it going to be live also?
I don't think it's live. I think it's going to get recorded and then he's going to post it as like a video. So
gotcha.
Yeah, don't wait for that. I think he's going to post it like next week. He did Rev I think a couple days ago.
Yeah, they just posted that one. It got some decent views, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so he did that. So I think mine will be like whatever next Wednesday or something. So yes, watch it, but don't wait. I don't think it's live. I'm 99% sure of that. Don't quote me though.
All right. Well, I appreciate your time today, Brian. It's been awesome talking to you, and I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream. Thanks.